Okay, so welcome back to How to Outline Like a Rock Star, Part 2. Remember, we're still in Paragraph 1. This will lead you to your most important part of your paragraph, your thesis. You should already have your thesis written down. Remember, you did it as a topic proposal. So you are going to write on the next line C. Then you're going to write your thesis. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do that. So pause the video for 2 minutes and write your thesis now on your outline. I know you've already got it written down in your topic proposal, but you need to include it inside your outline. My example thesis might be the archetypal martyr exists in today's society, but people should realize that it's not someone who just sacrifices themselves in body. Martyrs now exist as service people who sacrifice lives of privilege to serve their fellow man. Now, you are on your second paragraph, so label this paragraph Roman numeral number 2, which is 2 times New Roman IIs, period. In this paragraph, you're going to qualify and quantify your terms. So next to the number 2, write qualify and quantify terms. Then write A. Next to A, you're going to write your term, whatever that is, and the word quantify. Now, your term might be tragic hero, it might be, bad mother, it might be any of the archetypes that you chose that you were going to define. So write your term, whatever it is, and the word quantify, and this is going to be your first term to quantify. For example, for my paper, it would be martyr. For this, I may have several subpoints. A, martyr. So for your outline, you're going to write A, then write your first term and quantify next to it. I'll give you 30 seconds to do that, so you can pause this video and do that. Then write number 1 underneath that. Number 1 is the dictionary definition. That means that you're going to have to do some research. Number 2 may be a conjecture on what society used to think. You can use a source or 2 for this. It's not required. Number 3, what would be society sees now? How does society see the term now? Again, you're going to fill all of this in later. So for now, you're just going to write 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to fill that in later. So it should look something like this. All right, the second sentence is going to establish why this is important not only for you or for your paper, but also for your audience. This is establishing your pathos. You're appealing to your audience. So write the letter B after the number 3 on the next line, and then write qualify. This part's tricky because you can't use you or I. You can only use third person. Remember, no first or second person. But you still have to establish the importance of the paper. It's important to define your term for this paper because it's the backbone to the thesis. You can't self-refer, though. So you have to say something like this term is essential to the argument, or this term is essential to the examination, or the conversation, or the study, or something along those lines because, and then fill in that information. 2, you're going to establish the importance to the audience. How or why should they care? So, for example, I might say it's important for people to recognize the change in the definition of martyrs because these people are important to modern life. Without doctors and nurses and teachers, modern life would grind to a halt. So while they may not be sainted or given medals for valor or statues in their individual names, they are still essential to life as it is known today. So for now, you guys need to write down 1 and 2 under B, and you're going to fill that in later using your individual points. Alright, so this is what it should look like. Now, I may have a second term I need to qualify and quantify. If I do, I'll just go through the same steps. If you're confused and you're asking, alright, fine, but where do I go for my next paragraph? You're going to go back to your established pathway. Okay, don't get scared. Remember, you've got your GPS. Remember those sentences in the first paragraph that you created? That's going to guide you where you go from here. So for mine, my first job is to define the history. So paragraph 3 is history. My body paragraphs will follow the same CDW format that you've been doing since the beginning of the year, so don't worry about that. And paragraph 4 would be what? The term. Okay, so good. Now some of these may be more than 1 paragraph, and that's okay. But don't worry, we're going to address the body paragraphs in the next YouTube video. So until then, I will see you next time.